Okay, so let's go over now, and I'm going to hover and tab here, tab. I'm gonna try and select this whole curtain wall. It can be tough to do sometimes. There's the whole thing, and then I can say, can I delete that? Yep, I can just delete that. Let's try something else, okay? Let's go over and let's try to fool Revit because remember, we can not only put curtain systems, but we can put it, we don't have a fabric option, but we do have a wall option, and we also have a roof option, right? So what if I say roof by face? Let's go in and let's say architecture and let's say roof. And I'm gonna say, let me see if I can do a roof by footprint. Now, what I'm doing here, people, keep in mind, I'm trying to create a new roof. Yeah, put it on level 2. And I'm gonna come over here and where it says basic generic roof, I'm just gonna put that there. But I'm gonna go to edit type, right? And now that I'm in edit type, I'm gonna say let's change the structure of this, or let's duplicate this, and let's call it TENSI tensile fabric, right? Think out the box. And then let's say we know this fabric's going to be pretty thin. Let's say this fabric's going to be a 1/4 inch thick. All right, it's probably not even that thick, but I'm just kind of guessing here. And then I want to change a category and get to a material. So let's use this air, right? And let's right click and duplicate it. And then I'm going to call this tensile fabric because I don't want to adjust one of the ones that's here. So now I got tensile fabric. Now, obviously, I don't have a fabric that something that's going to work with just that. So I'm going to open my asset browser, right? And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to click in here and search for fabric, Fabric, right? No, anything? Yeah, I've got fabric here, but I've got leather, right? And carpet. What if I went in here and said cloth? See if we got cloth. Hold on a second. Let me get out of it and get back in it. Let me try that search again. Um, there. It pulls up these fabrics for me. Why did it pull up when I said fabric? Well, I don't know. Revit can be funny that way sometimes. But I'm going to go for this white fabric right here, and I'm going to say upload this to my tensile fabric because I've got that selected. So when I click it, now I've taken on these properties, right? And I can go to the graphics and see what I like and what I don't like. But when I go over here, I can say, I want the shading. I'll let it just be white. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead for right now, hit apply and hit OK, right? And I'm going to hit OK and OK, and I'll finish this little roof. And now I've got this funky white roof, right? But I only made that so I could go over here now and say, roof, right? By face, maybe. Let's see if that works. Did that work? Create roof. Let's try it one more time. Hold on a second. Let's go to the massing and site tab, right? And say roof. And I can say, click that surface and then say create roof. And there's my roof now, okay? So I can delete this one I had over here. And so now I've got this, again, this is a graphics card thing, but you can see it's that white fabric roof. And I can go to maybe realistic. Does that change? Okay, so now it's realistic. It looks really funky. Let's go back. I like the consistent colors or the shaded a little better. Yeah, there's the shaded, the regular shaded, but it kind of disappears on me a little bit, right? So let's play with this for a second. Let's look at how this might look if we shine the sun on it or something like that. So you remember we've got our what down here, we can turn shadows on, right? So now we got shadows, that's even cooler. And what if I click on this? I can't adjust it, but I can go to the edit in place and say, I want to create a little more cast shadow. So I'm going to grab this bad boy right here. I'm going to grab this point, right? And I am going to pull him this way. and I'm gonna say pull it that way, but make it 30 feet. So I raised it up 30 feet and I pulled it. Well, that's kind of weird now, isn't it? So I move the face, I say finish mask, and now can I update it? Yes, update it to face. And now it's updated. So now it's even cooler looking, I think, a little bit. But then you're like, huh, maybe that thing's up a little high in the back. I don't know. You're going to make that decision with those sorts of things. But now what I want to do is change the sun settings. So maybe if I come out here, let's see if I can change the sun settings on this. Wait a minute, did I lose something here? Ooh, hold on just 1 second. So now I can say turn the sun path on, right? And I can say use specified date, time, location. So now there's my sun settings, right? And I can say go in here and go to the settings. And I can say let's look at a single day, which is today. But I want to see what it looks like at Lewis and Clark on its campus. So I can go in here and I can say 5800 Godfrey Road, Godfrey, Illinois, 62035. And I can say, okay, search for that. It said it doesn't match. Go back and search for the entered address. So now I've put the entered address in. I said, okay, it's for today's date and it's actually at today's time just about. So I'll hit apply. There's my sun, right? So now I can see what the shadows will look here. So now I'm able to do a sun study. So what if let me grab this for a minute and let me see if I can hide that and say hide and view elements. Okay, so now all I've got up here is my little tensile structure because I want to see the people sitting under here. How will the sun affect them? Well, obviously you'll be shaded here, but where will this cast shadows? So I can grab the sun, which is cool. I can dynamically, whoops, let me try that again. I can dynamically move that thing, right? Dynamically move for me now. I'm going to say, I should be able to move that dynamically. I'm not sure what's wrong, but let's see what this is going to look like at 6 in the evening. Now see where that shadow is cast, right? So maybe there's another building here and I don't want to cast so much of a shadow on it, right? And then I can come back, look at it again and say, hey, let's go ahead and take it back. Let's see what this looks like at noon, right? So now I can see what the shadow looks like at noon. And then I can even go in, right? And I can change the date to, I don't know, let's look, what is this going to be on July 1st at 6 p.m., right? So, now I can kind of drag it dynamically like I was trying to do to 6 p.m. And that's what that shadow looks like in the summer because of the sun path. People, don't forget this tool. I think we did look at this tool. If we didn't, I apologize. I thought I looked at it with you. But this can be very helpful in deciding how you're going to orient your structure, how you're even going to change these points, because we can still go in. What's cool about this now is we can say, okay, let's go in and edit this in place, right? And then let's go to level 1 and let's say we wanted to add another couple of points in here. So if I add points though, keep in mind that I'd have to redraw my spline. So maybe I don't want to go through and drag you through that right now. But again, you can add more points if you want to. I'll go ahead and cancel that. Should think that through a little better. But the whole thing is that now you're at a point where your design capability with Revit is going to take off a little more because you can use these massing shapes to design things that you couldn't draw with normal walls and roofs and floors. So hopefully this stuff has been beneficial to you today. We're going to kind of pick up, and I'm going to have an object for you on Monday that we're going to go a little further with. I think you'll even like that even more. But hopefully this has been beneficial for you today. You learned a little extra or a little more. And keep in mind, that you can move these things now when you're looking at it in different views. You can take these things and move them, level to level. So you could grab this and you could apply levels in here. And if you wanted to make this a place where you wanted to kind of sort of maybe put floors, could you possibly put floors in here? Oh, look, mass floors on levels 1 and or how about levels 2 and 3? All right. I don't know. Did that work for us? I can't quite tell, right? But if I put mass floors in, maybe I can't see them here. Maybe I can see them in the south elevation. I can't see them here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. Mass floors. And when I turn them on, now I think I've got a couple of face floors in there. Let's see if I do. I think I have that turned on. Maybe not. Let's try that one more time and see if we can get that to work. Mass floors on levels 2 and 3. All right. Do I have those things turned off, or is that category turned off? Well, what if I went in and said reveal hidden elements? Nope, I'm still not seeing them. So maybe I'll play with that and see if I can get that to work before Monday. This is a little odder of a shape, so maybe it doesn't really see a place to put a floor. That's a possibility, but I'll try and figure that out and see. Again, this is something I've never tried before, so this is great. This is new for me too, just like it's new for you, okay? So I'll go ahead and stop the video and we'll pick up next time.